That's not what I heard.
Bonjour et bienvenue à l'hospice. Aujourd'hui on va continuer les aventures du héros sans nom dans Gothic 2. Alors on a quelques quêtes, on va essayer de les accomplir. Allez c'est parti. D'accord.
Show me your wares.
Ouais. Moi tes marchandises mec.
Who says things like that?
Oui, il a des super trucs, mais ouais, je suis pas assez fort.
Someone's got to do the work.
He had better shut.
Ouais. Je suis trop naze. Bon.
That's an open secret.
Et lui, qu'est-ce qu'il a?
That's terrible.
À propos du voleur.
About the thief. Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And my...
Non, j'ai pas encore attrapé.
I'm still working on. Then see to it that.
Don't tell this to anyone.
C'est elle que je voulais parler.
That's an open secret.
How's business?
When the paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity. But they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I make even one gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up. It's only a small consolation that the paladins are paying my hotel bill.
Quel est le problème avec les fermiers?
What's the problem with the farmers?
They refuse to deliver their goods. Now that the ships no longer come in, the city depends entirely on the supplies provided by the farmers, of course. An owner, the largest farmer, has hired mercenaries to protect his farm from the city guards. Otherwise, they simply snatch the goods for themselves. But the mercenaries don't just guard Onar's farm. They come as far as the small farms outside of town to intimidate the farmers. I saw them as I was passing Akil's farm. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes now.
Akil, ok. Où puis-je trouver la ferme d'Akil? Parfait.
Where will I find Akil's farm?
If you go out of the east gate here and follow the road to the right, you'll come to a stairway. It leads up to Akil's farm.
Okay.
But I wouldn't go there now. The mercenaries are certainly still there.
I won't tell her a
Qu'est-ce qu'elle vend?
Show me your ware.
Ouais, elle vend des trucs sympas aussi. Une épée, 42 dégâts, dextérité 20. Ouais, mais je suis qu'une grosse bouse là. Ouais, dextérité 10, force 10. Ouais. Ça le fait pas. Il faut que je parle au mage, je crois, là-bas.
I don't believe that.
Alors, on vient juste de commencer, hein, donc c'est pour ça on a une tonne de quêtes.
That's not what I heard.
That's the truth.
Salut Vatras.
Adanos be with you.
Ouais,
Who are you?
Moi, ouais.
I am Vatras, a servant of Adanos, the
Gardien de
guardian
l'équipe
of the
divine
divine
terrestre.
and earthly equilibrium. What can I do for you?
J'ai avec moi une lettre
Here,
pour vous.
I've got a letter for you.
For me?
210 XP, c'est bien.
Indeed. This is an important message you're bringing
Bah
me.
oui, je suis pas n'importe
I
qui. Hein.
wonder how you got hold of this letter.
De la part de Cavalon Seltzer.
I got it from Cavalorn, the hunter.
Cavalorn? Where is he?
He told me to tell you he couldn't make it and is headed for the meeting point. Whatever he meant by that.
I see that you have gained Cavalorn's trust. That speaks in your favor.
Ouais, parle-moi de l'anneau de feu.
Tell me about the
De
ring
l'eau.
of water.
And why would I do that?
D'accord, il veut pas. C'est Cavalon qui m'envoie. Mais c'est déjà
Cavalorn
dit.
sent me to you.
And what did he tell you?
He said you're in dire
Il a
need
besoin
of
d'un
more
genre de
good
bonne volonté.
people.
Aha. So, you want to join us?
Non, j'ai
son?
pas envie, non. Plus, c'est quoi plus? Parlez-moi de l'anneau, je veux faire partie, je veux faire une offrande. Vous m'enseignez quelque chose sur la magie, parlez-moi des divinités.
Tell me about the gods.
What exactly would you like to know?
Qu'est-ce que je veux ça? Ouais, Béliard, vas-y.
Tell me about Beliar.
Beliar is the
Le dieu de
dark
la mort et de la
god of
destruction.
death, destruction, and all things unnatural. He is an eternal battle
Livre
with
une guerre
Inos,
éternelle à Inos,
but
mais Adanos préserve
guards
l'équilibre
the
entre les
balance
deux.
between the two.
D'accord.
Only a few humans follow the call of Beliar.
Grande force à ceux qui le font.
However, he grants great strength to those who
Intéressant.
do.
Inos.
Tell me about Inos.
Very well. Inos is the first
Dieu
and
le plus grand de
highest
tous.
god. He created the sun and the world. He commands light and fire,
Commande la
his
lumière et le
gifts
feu.
to humanity. He is law and justice. His priests are the magicians of fire. The paladins are his warriors.
Prêtre et paladin, mais j'ai pas envie de faire partie des prêtres et des
Tell
paladins.
me about Adanos.
Adanos is the god of the center.
Il est la
He
balance de la
is the
justice.
scales of justice and guardian of the balance between Inos and Beliar. He commands the power of change. His gift is the water in
Il y a
all
des
the
océans, lacs et
oceans,
cours d'eau, ouais.
rivers and lakes. His priests are the water
Je
mages.
suis moi aussi son serviteur, c'est très bien. Ok, bon. Ah, ok, donc niveau des quêtes. Joe. Dit qu'un dénommé Joe a simplement disparu sans laisser de traces. Ok. L'heure du marchand, il faut que je vole un Ringarou. Ringarou, ok. Les personnes disparues. Ok. L'âme au bandeau. L'étrange type avec un bandeau sur l'œil cherche à entrer dans la ville. Je lui ai donné des vêtements de fermier, ils lui permettront de passer inaperçu aux yeux des gardes. Ok, bon. Tenue de travail, je peux plus la faire. Raconte, le vendeur d'armes a été attaqué par des bandits à l'extérieur de la ville. Pablo, un garde de la ville, a participé à la vaine recherche des bandits. Les bandits ont volé à Khorinis, se cachent dans les bois. Les bandits sont sans doute deux mèches avec un receleur en ville. Le seigneur André a promis une récompense pour la capture de ce receleur. Ok. Bon. On n'a pas fini d'explorer la ville, donc on va aller voir un peu ce qui se cache un peu plus loin. On va sauvegarder. S'il y a tellement de blabla au début, pas envie de tout recommencer.
Hey, hello, stranger. You must be hungry and thirsty. Perhaps I can interest you in my wares.
I've heard a thing or two.
Je me rendais chez les paladins.
I was actually on my way to...
There's little chance of that,
Comptez pas depuis
since
que
the
c'est dans le
paladins
quartier,
made
plus
themselves
personne ne
at
peut
home.
rentrer. Ok, bon, est-ce que tu peux m'aider à avoir
I
du boulot?
need some money, and I'm looking for work.
I've heard that Bosper has trouble with his
Bosper a des
suppliers.
soucis
His shop
d'approvisionnement,
is
sa
right
boutique
over.
est
They
là-bas.
say he pays pretty well.
Bosper, ok. Il est où Bosper?
Where did you pick
Bosper,
that?
sa boutique est là-bas, ça doit être là-bas.
Is it really true? You didn't get that from me.
Ah bah c'est Bosper, tiens. Hop.
Welcome to my shop, stranger. I am Bosper. I craft
Je fabrique des
bows and
arcs,
trade
je
in
fais
furs.
le commerce
What
des
brings
forêts.
you to Khorinis?
J'ai entendu dire qu'on vous avait volé.
I've heard that someone stole from you.
Who told you that? Probably
Bartok.
Bartok, huh? Didn't he have anything better to tell you? Oh, well. Let me tell you, if I get hold of this bastard, he can say
On va
his
faire ses
prayers. I left the shop for only a moment. When I came back, I
Quand
could
je suis
only
revenu, j'ai
just see him
justifié avec mon
leave
arc en
with
bandoulière.
my bow
D'accord.
on his shoulder. I called the guards right away, but the lowlife
Ils l'ont
ran
perdu
towards
au
the
port.
harbor, and they
D'accord.
lost him there. I lit a bonfire under their asses then, and they searched the entire
Sans rien
harbor
trouver,
district,
ok.
but they didn't find a thing. Those bumbling lackeys. I bet my bow is still in town somewhere. I informed the guards on both city gates, and they
Ok.
haven't seen anyone leave with my bow. When I get my hands on that bastard.
Ce bâtard. Bastard. Je cherche du travail.
I'm looking for work.
Il a quelque chose.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago.
Nouvel apprenti.
Do you know anything about hunting then?
Non.
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals.
Ah,
I'll
ça,
pay
c'est
you
bien, ça.
well for every skin you bring me.
Et si je m'engageais auprès des autres
what
maîtres,
if I
oui.
want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Balderdash. Harrod and Matteo already have apprentices. Constantino the alchemist is
Un
a
secrétaire qui
loner,
n'a plus pris
and
d'apprenti
he
depuis de
hasn't
nombreuses
taken
années.
an
Ok.
apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, Everyone knows he's dead broke.
Il est
He
fauché.
probably couldn't. I, on the other hand, but no matter where you want to sign on,
Faut
you
l'approbation
need
de tous
the...
les maîtres. D'accord. Pourquoi là, votre apprenti a
Why did your
rompu son
apprentice
tablier?
give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous
C'est que
out
la région
there.
était devenue trop
If you're
dangereuse.
really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok.
Bartok, d'accord.
He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're...
3. Ah, il veut pas m'apprendre à dépecer tant que je suis pas son apprenti. Ok, bon. Sauvegarde.
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Khorinis, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work and now what winds have blown you
Il y a un beau
here?
bordel dans cette ville, hein. Personne n'est content. Que savez-vous au sujet des
What
paladins?
do you know
Pourquoi
about the paladin?
Not much. They arrived by ship 2 weeks ago from the mainland. Since then, they've withdrawn to the
dans le
upper end of...
quartier, ok.
Nobody here really knows. Many are afraid of an attack.
L'attaque des
I
orques.
suppose, however, that they are here to quell the...
Ouais, la révolte des fermés. Savez-vous quoi que ce soit?
Do you know any...
Rumor has it that Onar, the landowner, has hired mercenaries to keep the
pour
king's
protéger le
troops
soldat du
from
roi.
breathing down his
Ok.
neck. He was probably tired of having to throw his harvest along with his livestock at paladins and militia. All we notice of this in town is that the food
Le
prices
prix de la
keep
nourriture ne cesse
rising.
d'augmenter. Ça va faire une révolution. C'est bon.
Onar's farm lies far to the east of here. We wouldn't know if, and if you want to know more, ask the
Interroger les
merchants
marchands
in
de
the
la place du
marketplace.
marché. Ok. Je cherche du travail.
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
Non, je ne sais
The only
pas.
thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you... And I have no money to pay for...
D'accord. Si vous connaissez un rayon sur le crochetage des
So,
serrures.
you know a...
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks.
Je fabrique
That
moi
way, I can at
mes
least be
serrures.
sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made lock is easy to break.
Facilement. On ne compte
And
pas les
there are
voleurs qui opèrent à
plenty of thieves
Khorinis.
about in
Ouais. Pouvez-vous m'apprendre à crocheter des serrures? Oui.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
Dis-moi oui.
I don't know. For all I know, you
Vous
might
êtes
be one
peut-être
of
un de
those
ces gredins qui
layabouts
viennent
who
juste
only
envie de
come
pomper
to...
les
I'm
coffres.
not going to
D'accord.
teach you anything before I'm convinced.
D'accord, un amonette. Ok. Bon. Ouais, attends, quoique, avez-vous un apprenti avant?
Hey! Have you had an apprentice?
Yes, and not too long.
And what happened?
His name is Elvrich. He's my
Elvrich.
nephew.
Son
I was
neveu.
quite pleased with him, actually. But one day he
Un
simply
jour, il ne
didn't
s'est
show.
pas présenté au travail. L'avez-vous signalé à la milice?
Have you reported?
Of course I have. They were supposed to catch him and see to it
C'est
that the lazy
l'attraper,
bones
fasse-
does his work.
fasse son
But
travail, je
he can
regrette
do
déjà.
whatever he wants. Sooner or later he'll realize.
Is that so?
Bon, il est où?
Where is El...
How would I know? He kept hanging
se
around
traînait
that
autour de cet
filthy
ignoble bordel
broth.
près du port.
I wouldn't be
D'accord.
surprised if he's still warming the bed of some.
D'accord. Quand vous le-
How
la
long
dernière
has it
fois?
been?
I guess it must be about 2 weeks.
2 semaines. Ok. D'accord. Bon, donc j'ai... C'est qui lui? Un garde, on s'en fout. Ça doit être un autre maître, ça. Brian, non. C'est l'apprenti peut-être.
What can I...
I can sell you some steel built.
Non, merci, je sais pas faire... que... Ça sert à rien.
Wait a minute.
Je cherche du
I'm
travail.
looking for...
I could use a new
Besoin d'un nouvel
apprentice.
apprenti.
Brian will have finished his
L'apprentissage de Brian sera
apprenticeship
bientôt
soon,
terminé.
and then he'll leave. Are you good for it?
If you mean,
Vous êtes bon à
do I
quelque
know
chose.
blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the
Les
orcs
orques
are
feront
going to
le
lay
siège, les
siege
seuls
to
hommes
the
qui comptent
city.
seront ceux qui
And
pourront
then
nous aider à nous
I
défendre.
won't take
D'accord.
on anyone as an apprentice who
Ça
will
va rendre
disgrace
client
me by
avec
fleeing
les
the
femmes.
city with the...
Je ne suis pas un bon
I'm not a
varien.
good for nothing.
Those are big words.
What are you
Tout
getting
propre.
at?
Bring me an orc's
Rapportez-moi
weapon.
une arme d'orque.
Orcs have been seen near the city. With
Il est
a bit
sympa,
of
lui.
luck, you won't. If you manage to bring one down, I'll
Si
take
tu la veux
you
ton
on
arme,
as
t'as
an
qu'à y aller. Hein.
apprentice.
Oh, un orque quoi.
Provided the other masters.
vendez des
Do
armes.
you sell?
Forget it. Everything
Non,
I have
ok,
a
il veut pas.
commission for.
Une arme d'orc. Ah, peut-être une qui traîne. Alors, ça doit être le quartier du port, je pense. On peut aller par là.
It's going to get even worse. That's terrible.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Oui, c'est un labyrinthe cette ville. Régis, non, ça, Régis, je l'ai déjà vu. Ok, ça remonte ici, d'accord. Ah, c'est qui lui? Ouvrier, Karl.
What led you into this poor area?
Quartier
What are
aussi
you looking
pauvre.
for here?
Et je cherche du boulot.
I'm just looking around a bit.
Ha! Then you better
Il va
not
vous
be
faire prendre
caught
à
looking
espionner.
around.
Il est
It would
gentil, lui.
seem that we have a few thieves in the city who would steal. The city guard recently turned the harbor district upside down, but they didn't find anything.
Ils sont nazes, les gars. Que savez-vous au sujet des
What do you
voleurs?
know about the thieves?
Nothing. But all the citizens are scared and have become distrustful, particularly towards strangers. Don't get caught in strange houses.
Nous
No
devons
one
entrer dans
takes
une maison
kindly to
avec
that.
cela serait très
Yeah,
mal vu.
you gotta
J'ai
protect
pas envie
yourself
d'aller.
against thieves. A sturdy cudgel works best.
Pouvez-vous
Can
m'enseigner
you
quelque
teach me
chose?
anything?
On va savoir.
I'm forging a few fittings and nails and repairing iron parts, but I don't know enough about
Mais je ne connais
forging
pas
weapons to
suffisamment
be
en
able to
forge, je dois
instruct you.
apprendre. D'accord.
If you want to learn that, go see Harad.
Un radar.
But if you want to train your muscles a bit, well, I can help you with that.
Il peut plus
How
muscler.
much do you charge for the train?
50 gold pieces.
50 pièces d'or et je vous aiderai à devenir plus fort. Vas-y.
I want to train with you.
Good. We can get started as soon as you are ready.
Mais je suis prêt, mec.
I want to become stronger.
Oh merde, putain, mais il me demande... Non, je vais garder mes points. Je sais pas si je vais en avoir besoin. Prochain niveau, c'est... Ouais, encore 1000 points. Bon. Il me reste de l'or au moins. Ouais, 294, ça va. Oh, un baquet
What
d'eau.
with?
On sauvegarde une maison ouverte. Tiens. Quelqu'un dedans? Ah oui. Salut, Ignaz.
You've come just in time. I'm in need of
J'ai
an
besoin d'un
assistant
assistant pour me livrer une expérience magique.
I'm sure you're eager to
Vous
do
êtes
me a
impatient de
favor
m'aider,
for
bien sûr.
science's sake.
Easy, my friend. First, tell me what this is all about.
I have developed a new spell.
Un nouveau
A
sort, un
spell
sort
of
d'oubli.
oblivion. I've already successfully carried out a few
Qui se sont
practical
conclus par un succès,
applications,
mais je n'ai pas le temps de
but
livrer
I
un
don't
dernier
have
test.
time to conduct one final test.
What's in it for me if
I could teach you how to... I
Concocter des
know the
potions, oui,
recipes
je
for
connais la recette
healing
d'essence médicine.
and
Ah, ça c'est bien ça.
essences and for potions of good.
Dites-moi plus sur le sort de
Tell me more about the experiment and the spell.
The spell serves to make
Certains
somebody
événements aussi.
forget various events. So far, I have
Il ne
only
fonctionne que quand
found
le
it to
sujet
work
est en
when
colère,
the
par
person
exemple
in
quand il vient
question
d'être
is
bousculé ou encore
angry,
volé.
for instance.
Ah, c'est pas mal
If he
ça.
has been knocked down or robbed, even if he has only
Même s'il a
witnessed
juste
such a
été
deed,
témoin d'un tel, le seul
he will
des phases de
scratch
sa
it
mémoire.
from
Ça
his
c'est pas mal du
memory.
tout.
So I'm supposed to knock somebody
Parce que
down
quelqu'un lui
and
lance
then
un
put a
sort
spell
dessus.
on him?
Ok.
Yes, I think you get the point. But to make somebody angry, it is enough to attack him. You don't have to knock him down. So you should pick somebody who's
aux
by
alentours,
himself.
devant lui.
Also, it makes no sense to cast the spell on
Quelqu'un qui vous
someone
attaque.
who's
Alors,
busy
attendez le
attacking
moment
you.
important.
Wait for the right moment.
Ouais, très bien.
All
Allez.
right, I'll try out that spell.
Then take this spell scroll. Once you're done, come back.
Ok, il est où ce parchemin? Ah, lumière, ça doit être celui-là, non? Ouais, sort d'oubli. Où est-ce que je peux le mettre? En 6. Ok, en 6. Petite sauvegarde. Ok, il me regarde, pas la peine. Oh, de l'eau, une potion, une coupe en argent. Oh, un coffre. Oh, une scie, un marteau. Oui, oui, je m'en vais, c'est bon. Donc lui il est caché derrière le forgeron ici. Qu'y a-t-il ici? Une femme. citoyen. Non, non, je veux rien, je me casse. Ah mais je peux, c'est vrai que je peux faire un... Ouais. Citoyen, citoyen... Personne ne me voit, bien. Il a un peu une démarche de pingouin.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Ah chiotte, c'est vrai, je le connais pas. Je connais pas crochetage.
See? That wasn't so hard.
Eda.
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup.
Soupe de poisson.
It's not all that tasty, but at
Pas trop de
least
goût,
it's
mais au moins les
hot.
choses.
You can try a plateful
Vous pouvez en
if you
prendre.
like.
Bah oui, vas-y.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to
Ah
do
d'accord,
is
il faut un poisson.
bring me a fish.
Que pouvez-vous me dire au sujet de
What
la
can you
ville?
tell me about this?
Most citizens in this town
Peur des
are
voleurs, je vous
afraid of
déconseille vivement
thieves.
d'entrer dans des maisons particulières.
They're... But if
Vous
you're
cherchez un
looking for
endroit
a
où
place
dormir,
to
vous
stay
pouvez passer la nuit
overnight,
dans ma hutte. Il y a un lit
you're
supplémentaire.
welcome to sleep in
Ah
my
bien.
hut.
Aren't you afraid of thieves?
The only valuable thing
Comme
that
ça,
I
l'objet de
ever
voleur, on
owned
me l'a déjà
has
volé.
already been taken. Oh, someone stole my
Ma statue
statue of
d'Inos. Ok. Bon, bien, elle peut m'héberger gratos. Bah écoute, c'est pas tombé dans l'oreille d'un sourd. Y a pas de plante autour de l'arbre. Alvaro.
Go away, don't tell me that.
Et lui, on sait pas qui c'est.
Go away, don't tell me that. He can't keep anything to himself.
Poissonnerie d'Alvor, la Révique.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Alvor.
Hey, do you need
Il y a
fish?
du poisson, je
Get
viens
your
acheter
fish
ici, les
here,
garanties très cher
fresh
pêché.
from the depths of the sea.
And he works all day too.
Pouvez-vous me dire quelque chose sur l'île de
Can
Paris?
you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people?
C'est
This is
un
a
peu
harbor, pal.
des choses
Things like
comme
that
ça
are
se
bound to
parlent.
happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Khorinis to complete their crew.
Ouais, mais ils sont pas tous partis en mer,
And
hein,
if they
mec.
don't find any volunteers, some
Certains sont emmenés
people
de
may
force,
get
d'accord.
dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
Quelqu'un
Are
m'a-t-il
you
appelé chez
missing
vous?
someone?
Me? No.
That's terrible.
Est-ce que vous savez si quelqu'un a
Do you
disparu?
know of anyone who's gone?
No idea. Ask the
Demandez au
shipbuilders.
charpentier de marine. Ok. De quel navire?
What ship?
Good question. Not many ships have
Take
come.
care of everything for everybody. Is it really true?
Pas
Show me
beaucoup
your
bavard,
fit.
lui. Combien ils vont son poisson? 15.
That's an open secret.
On va en prendre 2.
He had better shut up.
Petite save. Si je rentre, il est pas content. Il est pas content. Oui, oui. Oui, oui, ça va, ça va, ça va.
Quite as stupid as you look.
Go away, don't tell me that.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Porca.
What are you standing around for out here? Going this hot creature
Cette
of
fleur
the
nocturne
night
brûlante de
will
passion
give your
donnera un nouveau
life
sens à
a
votre
new-
existence.
That's what I
Ouais.
Hey, you! Where you going? No
Je
matter
sais que
what
vous
your
cherchez,
plans
faut-
are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Khorinis, the Red Lantern.
Meilleure maison de
This
passe dans tout mitard.
sailors from the most remote corners of the world. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadja. Come on in, and you're going...
Everybody knows by now.
Gueule qui se met à parler, super.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Mais d'où le patron de cet
Are you the
endroit?
one who runs
No.
this place?
I am Bromo, this is my
Oui,
house,
c'est
and
lui.
these are my girls. I like my girls. And if you like my girls too, then you... And don't get the idea of making trouble.
Mais non.
And it's going to get even worse.
Tout va bien avec vos filles.
Are all your...
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they all present, or have any gone missing?
Oh, yeah. Actually, one of my girls has up and left.
Lucia,
Her name's Lucia. I reported it to the militia too, but they claim they have a...
Aucune trace. Depuis combien de temps Lucia
How
a-t-elle
long has
disparu?
Lucia been missing?
Several days. I assume she ran off with one of that beach, made off with part of my savings, a really valuable gold, and if I get out of her. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you...
Non, j'ai pour envie de m'amuser.
Hey.
Un peu cher.
I can't take care of you now, baby. Talk to
Allez voir
Bromar.
Bromar
I just want to ask you a few questions about...
I could tell you a thing or two, but not here, honey.
Then let's go upstairs.
Fine, but you get it settled with Bromar
Ah
first.
putain, elle peut me
I don't
parler.
want any trouble.
D'accord.
Talk to Bromar if you want to have...
Ok, bon, allez. Soyons fous.
I want to have... Fine. Go upstairs with Nadia then.
Hey.
Allez. Allons là-haut.
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
Peu de jour de chance, mon mignon. Si tu le dis. À quoi elle ressemble, la petite?
Been there, done that.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Eh ben, elle est pas pressée.
Same old thing all over again.
And it's going to get even worse.
You don't have to tell me that.
Go away.
Ils se battent, chérie.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Coucou. Non, ça, non, parlez.
So can we talk now?
We've got enough privacy up here. Bromar doesn't like to see us talk to guests during work if there's nothing in it for him. So you want to know more about the people who disappeared down here at the harbor?
Oui,
do
je veux
you?
savoir.
I don't know whether I can help you much, but at least I can tell you what became of Lucia.
And it's going to get even worse.
Alors,
Tell me about Lucia.
Nobody here is too sorry that she's gone.
Why?
I don't think there was anyone here whom she didn't try to use. She was a real bitch.
d'accord.
Where did she disappear to?
She used to see a lot of Elverich, the apprentice of Thorben, the carpenter from the lower part of town. I bet she's up and left with that young man.
Where could the
Ah, c'est
two
pour
of
ça
them
que
have
l'autre, il
gone?
s'est barré.
If the wolves didn't need them, I suppose they went to stay with the farmers. Where else would they go?
D'accord.
What else do you know?
I've heard many stories about people who disappear down here at the harbor, but I'm not so sure whether I should believe them. You should have a chat with the merchants down here. That's all I can tell you, alas. Now, what about the two of us, sweetie? You paid for it after all.
Ouais, non, mais ça
Wouldn't you
ira.
like to have a little fun before you leave?
He can't keep anything to himself.
Thanks, but I've got to go now.
Too bad. Well, maybe next time.
And it's going to get even worse.
Non, ça ira. Je suis là pour sauver le monde, hein, pas faire des galipettes.
You don't have to tell me that.
Ok. Ça c'est fait. Là-bas, qu'avons-nous? Apparemment la milice ou les paladins. C'est la milice, ça. Non, paladin. Chevalier. Chevalier. Chevalier, 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 chevalier. Toi, t'es un chevalier.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
No idea. You tell me.
Hey, you have no business up
Rien à
here.
faire ici. Seuls les paladins
Only
émissions
paladins.
accès ce droit. Que se
What's up
passe-t-il?
here?
This is the provisions store of the
Juste
Royal
lié à
Guard of the
provisions.
Palace. I am the provisions master here, and I'm responsible
de
for
veiller à
seeing
ce que
to
les
it that
réserves de
none of the
paladins ne
paladin
disparaissent
stuff
pas
goes
inutilement. Ainsi,
astray,
votre
and
présence
you're
n'est
not
pas
to keep your
souhaitable.
hands to
Alors,
yourself,
gardez
or
vos
I'll
mains dans
chop
les
'em off.
poches ou je les trancherai. Pouvez-vous me vendre des marchandises issues des réserves des paladins?
Can you sell?
You want to
Vous
buy?
voulez acheter quelque chose? Disons que si vous
Let's
me
say
dédommagez
that
en
you could
contrepartie des
compensate
soucis
for
qui me
the
donneront les
trouble that will
disparitions de certains
arise from the
paladins.
paladins' things wandering off.
Peut-être ferons-nous
And you might
affaire.
be able to do business.
Does that happen often? Things going astray?
As long as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see.
D'accord. Toutes les caissons. Là.
All the crates still there?
Don't touch anything.
D'accord, ne touche à rien.
What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
Graisse de rataupe. Non. Épée courte de qualité. Ouais, mais j'ai pas assez de force, putain. Anneau de magie, non. Flèche sainte. Ouais, ça coûte cher, ou? Ok. Donc on peut pas aller par là. On va... Et du calme. On va essayer d'aller de ce côté. De l'eau. Oh, pour l'époque elle était pas mal. Ah, on peut aller là-bas, mais j'ai toujours pas de map, hein. Non. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah bah, il y avait du poisson là, j'aurais pas dû l'acheter. C'est du poisson par terre, yeah. C'est quoi ça? Une palourde, cool.
Hey.
Vous êtes pêcheur?
You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I
problème
haven't
récemment,
been
c'est la milice. Des problèmes avec la milice.
Trouble with the militia.
Those bastards keep coming here and taking whatever they want. Last week, they made off with my entire catch.
C'est pour la bonne
It's
cause.
for a
Ils ont
good
pris toute ta
cause,
maison,
they
hein,
say.
je sais pas pourquoi.
I know that everybody's got to fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And of course, sometimes people just go. But if they keep doing this, I'm...
Ok.
Have you talked to the paladins about this?
Are you joking? Do
Ouais,
you
vraiment, qui
really
s'intéresse au
think
problème
they'd be
avec la
interested?
milice. C'est clair. Et peut-être puis-je vous aider.
Maybe I can help you.
I don't know. I
Faudrait que
suppose
vous
you'd
connaissiez
have to know
quelqu'un dans la
somebody
milice qui a
from
des
the
relations chez
militia
les
who
paladins.
has... The paladins will hardly buy the...
I shall see what I can do.
Alors ça va.
So, how are...
I've seen better times.
Ok, donc faut que je trouve quelqu'un, paladin, qui a des contacts avec la milice. Bien. Je peux m'en servir de la poêle? Non, je dois pas savoir cuisiner. Pas d'autres poissons. Oh, une palourde encore. Ah non, 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 remonte, remonte, remonte. Ok. Bon, c'est plutôt pas mal, on commence à avoir pas mal de quêtes. On va sauvegarder. Ah, c'est ma touche préférée, la sauvegarde rapide. C'est bon, ça m'a coûté 50 pour papoter déjà. Il n'y a rien. C'est quoi là?
I must be
La
crazy. What are you doing here?
Nous sommes déjà rencontrés, oui, dans le
Have we
1.
met before?
Man, don't you remember me? I used to hang around in the new camp, the list for the mine. Man, we had a lot of fun. Do you remember Lee?
Lee, bien sûr, bien sûr, bien sûr, bien sûr, Lee, non.
Lee?
You've been through a lot, huh? Lee was the leader of the mercenaries in
chef
the
des
new
mercenaires.
camp. I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrière was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
Je dois trouver parler au paladin. Bon, dites mon avantage sur Lee et ses mercenaires.
Tell me more about Lee.
What do you want to know?
Comment trouver la ferme du propriétaire?
How do I find the land?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate, and then follow the... I can take you there if you want.
Pourquoi n'êtes-vous pas avec Lee et ses mercenaires?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
D'accord. De quel navire parlez-vous?
What ship? It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to, but that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that.
Tell
me more. Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any. Most of them are ruffians, and if you can't stand up to them, you won't get far. If you're squeamish, you don't have a chance of joining.
Can you teach me
something? Sure. I can help you become stronger and more dexterous if you like.
D'accord. Plus fort ou dextérité. Je dois à tout prix parler au paladin.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos.
And you think they'll give it to you?
You'll
never get into the up.
I'll find a way somehow.
Sure. If you want to ingratiate yourself with the citizens or play errand boy.
C'est pourquoi les paladins sont ici.
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs. It probably has something to do with the old.
Donc lui peut m'amener à la ferme. Ben, on va y aller après. Citoyen. Oui.
Hey, I don't know you.
Est-ce que vous voulez aller au pub? Oh. Ça va bébé? C'est le bar.
Ah, so this is the harbor watering hole.
Moi qui pensais trouver l'entrée du palais du gouvernement.
Hey, cut out the bad jokes, Runt. Will it ever change?
Calm down. All I want to do is.
Okay, but it'll cost you 50 gold pieces to get it.
Il est pas bien lui.
Forget it.
Then I'll take everything you have.
Non mais il est fou lui.
You're smashing it.
And now,
give it your all.
Finish him.
Hit him. Give it your all.
Oh, le combat va être long.
Don't
Show
stop
him.
now.
Show him. Give it your all. Not bad.
Yes. Alors on va lui piquer tout ce qu'il a. C'est allez prends tout.
Nothing to plunder.
Il a pas une arme au sol? Oui, branche lourde. Ouais, tiens. Bim.
Nothing to be had there.
Tocard. Nagur et Cardiff. Putain mais y a personne dans son boui-boui là. Qui est-il?
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
Si vous voulez... Merci pour l'info. Je parie que vous entendez plein de choses.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold pieces.
Putain, ok. Pas plus de 5.
I'll give you no...
What? 5 gold pieces? Are you trying to ruin...
Disons 7. Allez, va pour 7.
Okay, 7 gold pieces sounds fair.
A wise decision. Well, so if there's any...
I need information.
What do you know about the missing citizens?
All I know is that some people have vanished during the last few days. It's especially bad down here at the harbor, they say. Maybe you should ask around here a bit. There were some cases in the lower part of the city, too. If you want to know more, you should talk to Khorinis. He has his tavern in the lower part of town, and he's likely to hear. Halvor, the fish merchant down by the quay, might know something, too. Many people frequent him.
Qui fait partie des membres influents de la ville? Ouais, ça c'est intéressant.
You won't find anyone down here at the harbor. The only powerful man
Les
here is
mares.
the moneylender is not very popular, but he has gold. The merchants and craftsmen also have a lot of influence.
Ah, ok, bon. Qui a des dettes envers les mares?
Who's in debt?
If you want to know that, only it might be pretty difficult to do. As far as I know, he always cared.
Ok, bon ben... Les autres, je m'en fous. Fin... Citoyen, Nagure.
Hey, I haven't got time to chat with you. Talk to Card.
Oh, lui, il veut pas me parler. Ok. On va sauvegarder, faire une vraie sauvegarde aussi. Hop. Salut du con.
All right, you win. What?
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
Quelle rumeur entend-on par
What
ici?
kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions, especially not if they're strangers.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'on ne voit de miliciens nulle part? Ouais.
Why don't I see any militia?
They don't dare come
Ils
in
n'osent
here.
pas venir ici, alors
We
se charge de
can't
faire
get-
régner l'ordre nous-mêmes. D'accord, commence pas que le trafic.
How's the shipping traffic?
The only ship that's come here recently
Sont
is
arrivés, celui des
it's
paladins.
over there behind the rocky ridge.
Ok, merci. Ok, ça c'est fait. Tiens, il y a un vendeur là. Peignard.
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking for.
Vous m'avez dit que vous aviez ce dont j'avais besoin. Avez-vous des infos?
You said that you've got what I need.
But of course, what is it you want to know?
Connaissez-vous quelqu'un du quartier?
Has anything exciting?
You could say so. It wasn't that long ago. A thief ran by here.
Un voleur
He
est
must
passé
have
par ici
stolen
en
a bow in
courant,
the
il a
lower
volé
part
un
of
arc,
the...
oui.
Of course, the militia came here way... He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor.
Il a
and
plongé
he was
dans l'eau
gone.
sans laisser de traces. Il doit y avoir une grotte pas loin. Y a-t-il d'autres marchands au port?
Are there any...
If you keep to the left at the quay, you'll find Helvor, my
Helvor,
husband. He sells
vendeur du poisson.
fish. On the other side, there's Brahim.
Brahim le cartographe. Ah. Bien.
What interesting...
Well, if you're looking for some action, you can go down to Card. You can hardly miss it. The guy standing by the entrance there will... Besides that, there's the large ship of the Paladins. You'll find it if you keep left at the quay and then pass under...
Ok. Connaissez-vous quelqu'un du haut quartier?
Do you know any...
If I knew anyone up there, I wouldn't be standing...
Show
Boîte
me...
de marchandises. Du pain, point de vie 10. De l'eau. En attendant, il y a un cartographe qu'il faut que je trouve. Il me reste des thunes. 193. Il m'a tout bouffé l'autre. C'est pas elle la cartographe? Non, lui c'est les mares. On va lui parler. C'est lui les mares.
How's it going?
How much do you want?
What do you mean, how?
I'm the moneylender and you came to me.
Non, non, je veux pas de l'argent, ça ira. Ah, c'est ça son livre. Meldor. Je veux le cartographe, moi.
Hey, you!
What do you want?
I wanted to have a look around.
And where exactly?
Has anything...
Not long ago, the city
a fui le
guards,
quartier
they were
Franco,
searching for
apparemment,
stolen.
voilà.
They're obviously trying to blame the poor suckers at the harbor for...
Je suis coupable de tout. En fait, qu'y a-t-il d'intéressant à voir ici?
What interesting...
There's a cat house here and a tavern. Do you, need...
Vous en donnez? Oui, j'ai besoin d'argent.
No, but right across it, I'm sure he'll give you a few gold pieces.
Travaillez-vous pour les
Do you
mares?
work... smart.
Comprenez vite. Bon, ok. Donc je voulais me faire du poisson. Il y a la nana là-bas. Elle voulait du poisson pour cuisiner. Et après je cherche le cartographe. Attends, je vais regarder par là déjà. Non. Bon, on commence à avoir une bonne liste de quêtes. Baquet d'eau, est-ce que je peux? Non, je peux pas. Ah non, lui c'est le... ok. Dans la série Régis est un con. Elle est où la femme? Je crois qu'elle est là.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom. The honorable lord.
Ok. C'est pas là. On me dit pas que je suis perdu déjà. Ça c'est la sortie. Elle est où cette femme? C'est qui lui? Matteo. Je sais pas si je l'ai vu.
What can I do for...
Que savez-vous au sujet des
What do you
paladins?
know? Since these bastards, the last time...
Rien d'intéressant.
Of course they let me. I had my shop in the city, and yesterday the bastards came and confiscated half of...
la moitié de ma marchandise. Les paladins ont confisqué
The
les
paladins,
affaires.
everything I had stored, they simply posted a guard in front of the end. If I'm lucky, they won't take
Ils
everything.
prendront pas
At least...
tout. Ok. Vous m'aidez à accéder au
Can
quartier.
you help me? What? What are you going... I've got an important... Well, well. Have you tried getting past the guards?
Oh man, for...
That's typical of those beggars.
Salmondian.
I don't know how
J'ignore si
important
votre
your
message est
message is,
important ou
and
non,
it's
et
not,
seulement
but
regarde
even
pas.
if you told them that a ship full of orcs
Même si vous
just
disiez
anchored
qu'un
in the
navire
harbor,
regorge d'or,
they'd send you
jetez
away,
l'ancre, ils vous chasseraient.
because they have their orders.
Que vendez-vous?
What are you selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions. I still have a special double-hardened armor of snapper leather, still unused. Interested?
Acheter l'armure de cuir protection. Arme 25, flèche 20, mais j'ai pas assez. Moi tes marchandises.
Show me your way.
Je vais acheter ça. Ok, bon, on va essayer de trouver le cartographe. Et la nana qui fait du poisson, ce serait bien.
And so he bade Enos to leave a part of his power in
Je me rappelle
Israel,
plus.
so that he
Je
might
suis
restore
parti
to the
d'ici.
human
Il me semble que je
if
suis
the
allé là.
beast should return.
Non, ouais. Là c'est le haut quartier, là-bas on peut pas y aller, donc c'est forcément par là.
Where did you pick that up then?
Non, c'est pas là. C'est pas là non plus, putain. Lui c'est les mares, ok. Je crois que c'est là, yes.
Could you cook me some...
Nothing could be simpler.
De poisson aussi.
Could you cook me...
No, not today.
Ah quoi, une seule? Putain. Mais j'avais plein de poissons. Alors, soupe de poisson, elle est où? Là. Non, ça c'est un civet. Soupe de poisson. Valeur 20, points de vie, bonus 10. Ok. Merci pour la... Ah, on va trouver ce cartographe là, je sais pas du tout où il est. Je sais pas quelle heure il est. Il est quelle heure? Attends. Voilà. 19h58. Bon, on va aller dormir dans ton échoppe. Jusqu'à l'aube, oui, s'il te plaît. J'ai de la vie, parfait. Eh ben voilà, refais-moi une soupe du coup.
Could you cook me?
Nothing, kid.
Voilà, merci. Ah, le cartographe.
That's not what my husband thinks.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Don't tell this to anyone.
C'est qui lui, citoyen?
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Il doit avoir un écriteau, une pancarte, je suppose. Ça, c'est le pêcheur.
Who says things like that?
I've heard a thing or two.
He simply talks too much.
Ça doit être là-bas.
You don't say.
Ça, c'est la res, ok. Brahim. Que faites-vous ici?
What are you doing here? My name is Brahim. I
Ouais,
draw maps
super.
in Salva. Since you're new here, maybe you could use them. It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
C'est exact que certains habitants de la ville ont tout simplement disparu.
Is it true that some townspeople have simply vanished?
So I've heard, but I'm
J'en ai
not sure
entendu
whether it's
parler.
really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
Ok, montrez-moi vos cartes.
Show me your map.
Oh là là, putain, Khorinis 50 et carte des terres de Khorinis. Bon, je te prends une Khorinis.
Come back again later.
Ouais, bah, dès que j'aurai des thunes. Haha, j'ai une map maintenant. Ok, bien. Mais j'ai plus de thunes. Bref, ça c'est Jack. Dis quelque chose.
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the
pardon.
gills. Never mind, my lad. All you
Merde,
need
du
is a
là, je vous
good...
ferai du bien. Que faites-vous ici?
What are you doing here?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20
Ah oui,
feet.
c'est ça, il était dans
Really
le
bad
phare.
rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains,
L'explosion, oui, je sais.
and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Do you come to town often?
I always say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world. That's where everyone meets. Once the harbor goes to the dogs, the rest of the city will follow soon.
D'accord. Parlez-moi du port.
Tell me about
The harbor of Khorinis isn't what it. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about.
Plus que de la racaille, plus aucun bateau n'y vient et le commerce est mort.
This
Bien
harbor's
bel
about
exemple
to
de
go
naufrage. Alors pourquoi vous ne partez pas?
So why don't you leave?
Nobody would take an
De nos
old
jours,
sea
personne
dog
ne
like
veut
me
d'un
on
vieux
his
loup de
ship
mer
these
tel que
days.
moi sur ce
Most
bateau.
people think that old Jack's got the gout in his rotten old bones.
And are they right?
Balderdash. Once I've got those planks beneath me feet again,
Trouve
I'll
l'énergie de mes
feel...
20 ans. Qu'entendez-vous par racaille?
What do you mean by riffraff?
Look at them, the lazy rabble.
La
Most
plupart
of
d'entre
them
nous
don't
savent
even know
même
what
pas
work
ce qu'est le
is.
travail.
All they do is drink all day and spend their last pay at the brothel. I tell you, stay away from them.
Pourquoi les bateaux ne viennent plus?
Why are the ships no longer coming?
They all say that once the war is over, everything will be like it used to be. That's a low. I tell you,
Je vous le
a
dis,
sailor
moi,
can
un
see when
marin
a town's
voit
going
bien quand une ville
downhill.
part à volo.
A sailor feels that in his blood, and I can tell you,
Je vous le
forget
répète, vous
about
pouvez
this
oublier ce
harbor.
port, sa grande
It's
époque est
hated.
passée. Ok, retour. Merde, non!
The harbor of Khorinis isn't. There's no.
Je me suis trompé.
I agree with you completely.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Garvel.
Is it really true?
Ouvrier, ouvrier. Prendre ça? Non. Garvel. Que faites-vous?
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I
Construire un
want to get
bateau
out
car
of
j'ai
here
l'intention
as
de
fast
partir
as I
d'ici le plus
can.
rapidement possible.
But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Pourquoi êtes-vous si pressé?
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will
Les
come
orques
and
incendiront
burn
bientôt
down
la
the
ville.
city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon.
Puis je vous être utile d'une manière ou d'une autre. Pourquoi ne pouvez-vous pas terminer votre barrière? Pas de problème. La côte n'est pas stable, il nous manque encore un grand nombre de planches. Je n'ai pas. Dernière livraison interrogée par les termites. L'un d'eux veut construire un bateau qui aille vite, tandis que l'autre se préoccupe juste de la fille.
Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to...
Et il vous manque un employé.
Yes, his name is Monty. He's
s'est évaporé dans la nature, ok.
Pig is probably living the high life on a farm.
Il était aussi porté disparu.
I've heard that. Just what I'm saying. That's
le mal est à l'œuvre.
Farum, the fisherman, told me something similar. His buddy William is
pas de William depuis là non plus. Je parie que les orques sont derrière tout cela. Quand avez-vous vu la dernière fois Monty?
When was the last time you saw Monty?
He hasn't bothered to show up for work for
2
at
jours.
least 2 days.
Ok. Puis-je être utile d'une manière ou d'une autre?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information. I need to know how much time I...
J'ai des informations sur les orques.
I've got some information about the
50
orcs.
XP. Bien.
Let's hear it. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
Quant aux orques de la ville, 50 XP. Bien.
Yes.
Don't worry about them. The city guard is going to take care of them.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
Eh ben, que se passe-t-il au port, peut-être?
What's going on?
The orcs are breathing down.
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have.
Ouais, j'ai déjà eu ça. Allez. Oh, bah, j'ai gagné 100 XP juste en blabla, c'est pas mal. On va voir ce qu'il y a là-bas. Il n'y a que dalle. Donc le voleur, il s'est barré dans la flotte. Donc il doit y avoir quelque chose dans la flotte. Petite sauvegarde, on va essayer quelque chose. Remonte s'il te plaît. Non, remonte. Putain de contre. Eh, bingo.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Pas ouvrir, ok. Il y a peut-être autre chose. On va nager un petit peu. Ouais, plus vite mon gars. Ah, qu'est-ce que c'est? Une palourde, bien. Tablette de pierre. Ah, j'ai trouvé une deuxième.
I can't read that.
Ouais, peut pas lire, ok. Une palourde, on prend. Il y a quelqu'un? Non. Apparemment, il n'y a personne. Ah oui, une palourde, on est bien. Ça va, Tramby? Une palourde, c'est toujours une palourde, hein. Je sais pas si ça se revend ou si ça s'ouvre, si ça se mange. Ah bah s'il y a quelqu'un là. Serait-ce le voleur? Un poisson, un poisson.
There you are at last. I've been waiting
Ça fait
here
des heures
for
que je vous entends
hours.
ici. Il est fou lui.
Just a moment. You're not a merchant from town, are you? Where is Baltram?
Who are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But if you must know,
Mon nom
my
est
name
Skip.
is... Does that ring a bell?
Who?
Are you telling me you've never heard of Skip? Holy shit! Where do you live? I'm one
Oh,
of
il n'y a pas l'équipe de
Khorinis'
France qui
most
veut aujourd'hui,
wanted
Trump.
criminals. Me and my boys have been the scourge of the waters around this crummy island for years. Come on, you must have heard.
Vous avez sûrement entendu parler de moi. Bien sûr, ça me revient.
But of course. It's all coming back to me now.
Honestly, you've really heard of me before. Oh shit! And I had been good thing I didn't. The militia would have put me in the slap.
Donc vous attendez un marchand.
Baltram, you're waiting for a merchant?
Smart kid, aren't you?
Il se fout de ma gueule en plus.
That's what I just said, isn't it? That good-for-nothing junk merchant seems to have forgotten me. If only I could get my hands on him.
D'où venez-vous?
Where do you come from?
You want to know where our hideout is? If I tell you that, I might as well invite the militia to arrest me. And in case you would like to pay us a visit, it wouldn't help you in the least. The island of Khorinis is large.
Les grandes personnes ont encore découvert l'endroit où se situe notre repère.
Anyway, unless they have a cog or some other ship. And then you'd have to find your way through the cliffs as well. Nobody gets through there unless they know the secret path. There are only 2 people who know the path, and you're not one of them.
D'accord. Du coup, c'est lui qui a l'arc ou pas? Non. On a appris que le commerçant Baltram fait des affaires avec les pirates. Donc ça, c'est déjà assez bien. Je le sens pas là. Oh bien. Je voulais pas prendre des torches, je voulais prendre le coffre. Une tablette ancienne. Ça en fait 2. Il me laisse tout prendre l'autre. Ah bah écoute, ma voix, on prend tout hein. On prend tout. Du coup, est-ce que j'ai une map? Ouais, je suis à Parpette. Ok. Bon. Donc on est là, on va essayer de visiter un peu à côté. Ouais, apparemment il n'y a rien. D'accord. Je vais essayer d'aller là-bas quand même. Non, non, non. Ah, trompé. On peut pas monter? Sérieux? Non. Ah bah si, attends, on pouvait, non? Bah oui. Non! Yes. Ah mais oui, il y a un coffre. Bah oui.
I know nothing about
Ah
picking
putain.
locks.
Je sais pas quoi. Bon, faudra se rappeler qu'il y a un coffre là-bas. Oh, il y a un poisson là-bas. Là-bas, j'ai pas la clé ou je sais pas. Forcer une serrure. On va essayer par là. Ah bah là je suis déjà allé tout à l'heure. Non, je pensais qu'il y avait une grotte, mais il n'y a rien du tout. On va aller voir là-bas quand même, mais... D'accord, bon. Il y a une île en face, mais je la sens pas quoi. Ouais, je la sens pas du tout. J'avais oublié cette plante. Bah du coup on va aller là-bas. On n'a pas encore regardé ici. D'accord, c'est où il y a le grand bateau. Il n'y aurait pas quelque chose de caché au fond? Il y a bien quelque chose à piquer là par là. Oui, flèche. Ah, minerai, nickel. Il me fait devenir. Et un anneau d'argent. Ah bien. Et j'ai vu quelque chose, mais je sais plus où. Vieille pièce de monnaie. Vieille pièce de monnaie. Des flèches là. Allant des carreaux. Ici. C'est toujours la trembe. Soupe de poisson. Il y a un lit. Ok. Ah bah oui, je peux cuisiner. Pourquoi je pouvais pas tout à l'heure? J'ai cuisiné quoi? Un éclat. Ah, je peux faire de la viande grillée. Bien ça. Un poisson. C'est pareil. Fais la zone méticuleusement, il y a toujours des trucs à trouver. Tiens, ouais, tu vois. Un poisson. Bon, ça nous avance pas beaucoup sur les quêtes, mais... Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah! C'est pas un vagrant ça, d'après mes souvenirs. Non, on va sauvegarder. Je pense qu'il est trop balèze pour moi, à moins que je peux l'avoir aux flèches. Ah, c'est un lézard. Oh là! Oh là! Ok. Eh ouais, merci. Pas bonne idée. Pas la bonne idée. Bon. Faire une petite sauvegarde manuelle. Est-ce qu'il me fout dehors s'il me voit? Non, ok. Combien j'ai d'or? 168. Oh, bien ça. On va vraiment falloir que j'apprenne à crocheter des serrures. Ça a l'air d'être quand même assez utile, voire très très utile.
Who's in?
The Honorable Lord Hagen. You'll find him.
Ok, bon, pas grand chose. On le voit le vagrant d'ici? Le lézard? Non. Ah, ils vont m'envoyer bouler, c'est pas grave.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
I wanted to...
There's nothing here to see. Now move along.
Ouais, t'es sûr. Je veux monter à bord du vaisseau.
I want to get aboard the ship.
No one may enter the ship. I have my orders. I shall kill anyone who enters the ship without authorization. In the name of Innos, I shall defend the ship with my life.
Ok. Bon, il me faut une autorisation. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Bon, on repart en ville. Je peux couper ça? Non. Ah oui, les pas lourdes, est-ce que je peux les ouvrir? Elles sont où? Pas lourdes. Ah, j'ai reçu une perle. Bah ouais. Ah, ça m'a ouvert toutes les pas lourdes, non. Perle. Oh, 120, c'est bon ça. Ouvre. Soufre reçu. Chair de pas lourde reçu. Merde. Non. Chair de pas lourde reçu.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Ok. Pas lourde épineuse. Quartz reçu. Aigue marine reçu. Ah putain, c'est bon ça. Aigle marine, 100. Quartz. Aigle marine, bien, putain, je vais me blinder là. Une perle. Et chair de palourde. La chair de palourde est où? Chair de palourde. Oh, 20, putain. 20 points de vie. Yes, nickel. Il me semble que dans Gothic 1 c'était pas des palourdes mais des huîtres. Ou alors il y avait des palourdes, je me rappelle plus. Bien. Bien, faudrait que j'aille à la ferme. Ah oui, commerce pirate. Baltram fait des affaires, il faut que je le dise à je sais plus qui. C'est Alvor. Je sais pas si je suis allé tout là-bas. Je me rappelle plus. Si, bah oui, puisque j'ai sauté dans l'eau. Ok. Donc on va repartir en ville par là. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là? Ah, qui c'est lui?
Hey, you got no... Who are you? That's none of your business. I'm the boss of what? Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it?
Ok. Je veux pas me faire défoncer le crâne.
I never knew that.
Smart kid.
Oh, du calme, j'ai rien volé.
That's not what I heard.
C'est qui lui?
Do you really believe that?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Oh, ça me plaît pas.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Alors, on peut parler à Lucie, c'est qui lui? Alvin.
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
Are those yours?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy.
C'est le prénom de ma femme.
The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect.
Ok. Et comment vont les moutons?
And how are the felons hammering is going to drive them
Bien
crazy.
par les rendre dingues.
One of these.
Est-ce que je pourrais m'occuper de
I
Felon?
can take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All
25
right,
pièces
you
d'or.
can get him to. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing.
Ok, si je le tabac, je vais m'attirer les ennuis avec la milice.
If I beat him
down here at the harbor, no one pays much. But if you steal around here or mess with the sheep, you'll.
I'll see what I.
You can think about it. Remember.
Oh oui, 25 pièces d'or. Ok. Lucie. Je peux prendre ça, tu crois? Bah ouais, je peux. Salut Lucie. Oh. Merci pour les cadeaux. Quoi de neuf?
What's new? I wonder why the paladins are here at all. They're holding the town hall, the barracks, and the harbor.
Pour l'instant, ils n'ont rien fait.
If they were here about the orcs or the bandits, they would have done.
What in the? Who are the most?
Since the paladins came here, Lord Andre represents the law.
Seigneur
You will
André.
but you only need to go to him if you've trespassed.
Bon, elle me dit rien de sympa. On va aller voir ceux-là là-bas. Je les sens bizarres là. C'est qui lui? Alric.
Hear ye,
Que faites-vous?
What are you doing here?
This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fight.
Elle arrange des combats.
You arrange fight?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the harbor district.
Vous vivez derrière l'entrepôt.
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, I was a drill instructor in the army. But I left that bunch to seek my... Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate, so I'm seeing to it that I come into money again.
Qui avez vendu
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for... The guy's called Jorah. The
Jorah.
torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra...
Quelles sont les règles du combat?
What are the rules for the... Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed. No bows or
Pas d'arc ni
crossbows.
arbalète.
And no
Encore moins de
fight
magie.
until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us, whoever leaves the ring, is out. So if you quit, the stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, got it?
Yep.
Ok. Vous m'entraînez.
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra.
Que savez-vous de la guerre contre
There's
les
not much to
orques?
tell.
Pas grand-chose.
The wars, the country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant, but there's just too many of them.
Ok, il organise des combats. Faudrait que je m'en rappelle. C'est où exactement? Ici, ok. Yo mon gars.
Hey.
Pourquoi donnez-vous des coups de marteau?
Why are you hammered? For days now. I've been
Colmater les fuites de ma maison.
The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently.
Hey, you.
Vous vous sentez
Hello?
bien?
Fine. Just as long as...
Hey. Could you stop hammering?
No, I...
Si je vous donne 10 pièces d'or, vous arrêtez de taper. Arrêtez de taper, d'accord.
Just try not to bug...
I'll give you...
Hey, that's very generous of you. But as to your gold, you can't... Well, you know...
D'accord.
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head.
Mais non, je voulais pas le taper.
Smart kid.
Hello?
Fine.
Bon, comment faire pour l'empêcher qu'il tape? Bien.
You have no...
Oui, oh ça va, ça va, ça va. Et calmez-vous les gens, calmez-vous. Et du coup elle est bloquée là.
Smart kid.
Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Hey. Hello?
Fine.
Comment je peux faire? Il me semble que j'avais mis 6, ouais.
Hey, you.
Hello? Fine.
Ah putain, on peut choisir. Ah, c'est bien foutu ça. D'accord, bon. On reprend.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Could...
No.
stop.
Forget it, or I'll knock.
Bon, y a rien qui marche. Y a rien qui marche. Donc je convainc d'arrêter. Le tuer n'est pas une solution. Peut-être que quelqu'un l'aide à finir sa maison, comme ça il arrêtera de taper. Où il est? Il est là.
Hey.
Felon's hammering.
D'accord, bon. Je vois pas trop comment lui, à moins de l'aider, mais y a rien. Ok, bon, on verra ça plus tard. Il y a quelqu'un qui pouvait m'amener. Oui, il était en bas. Et qu'est-ce qu'il vendait? Quelqu'un vendait l'armure. C'est pas lui qui avait une armure à vendre, non. Non, lui c'est les cartes. 250, mais est-ce que je peux lui vendre quelque chose? Putain, il reprend pas cher, hein.
Come back again later.
Ouais, come back. Ça c'est Jack. Nares. Allez, allons-y.
Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else takes over.
Ah putain, d'accord. Bah, je vais aller voir le marchand qui traficote avec le pirate.
That's an open secret. And he works all day too.
J'aimerais bien pouvoir explorer un peu les alentours, mais je suis pas super équipé.
Hey. Hey, you.
Je vais voir s'il me le reprend plus cher, lui.
What do you have to?
At the moment, the damned landowner doesn't deliver anymore.
These are bad times.
Show me.
That all along.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Bon, c'est quoi ce troc de merde? Bon.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Ouais, je pensais être riche, mais rien du tout. Tant quand je regarde, ouais, ça coûte. Ouais, à l'achat, ouais, mais pas à la vente.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute, and he did not succeed.
Avez-vous quelque chose à dire?
I've told you everything you need to know. Looks like it doesn't matter to me. Thrash me all you want when I get up tomorrow, but you'll have to run around with that mug of yours for.
That in this place, order and chaos were equal.
Non.
And so the sea
va
was
voir.
created. And the sea released the land.
Constantine.
What do you want?
Je cherche à devenir apprenti. J'avais une quête avec lui. Je cherche à devenir
I'm looking to be.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign?
Je veux m'engager comme apprenti auprès d'un autre maire, je cherche des soins.
I want to sign.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and go sign up with one of the other masters.
Ok.
Show me your wares.
Énergie vitale pure, mana pure. Oula, ouf. Pouvoir divin des étoiles. Os de Gaulle. Une aile. Flacon de laboratoire. Ouais, je vais en acheter des flacons de laboratoire. Ok. Puis-je vous vendre quelques herbes?
Can I sell you some herbs?
Yes.
If you have any to offer.
Show me your.
BD gobelins. Ouais, non, mais je préfère les garder, hein. Sérieusement.
I'm in need.
Why? Are you injured?
Not really.
Get lost then, or you may well suffer.
Ok, allez, bon, je me calme. On peut lire ça? Non. Ah. Ça c'est Arad, ouais. Torbet. Bon. On va essayer de retrouver le marchand, mais je crois que c'est pas ici. Non, ça doit être là-bas. Et après on va arrêter. J'ai ma petite pépette à sortir.
But Adanos feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land.
Akon, Greg. Je le connais pas lui. Bah si.
One more.
Listen, kid. I've got important. We'll talk again later. Got.
Ok, on reparlera plus tard. Jora. Oui, Jora. Arcadie, que vous avez son épée.
Alric says you got his sword.
Do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you, 50 gold pieces.
Quoi?
Here's 50 gold pieces. Give me Alric's sword then.
Here you go. That was a good deal.
Ouais, tu parles, c'est un good deal. L'épée rouillée, c'est la même. Bref. Zori, non. C'est qui le marchand corrompu là? Non. Rengaro, non. Baltram.
I've gotta go. Suit yourself.
Est-ce qu'on peut lui parler à Daron? Ah oui, non, lui c'est le... Ouais, ok. Viens là, mon coco. Vous faites affaire avec les
You're
pirates.
doing business with pirates?
What? Who told you that?
I talked to one of them. He seems to be waiting for you in his bay.
What can you do? These are hard times. Everybody has to look after his own.
Vous mesurez, n'aviez-vous pas peur d'être pris?
Weren't you afraid?
That could happen. You found out too, didn't you? But you'll keep your mouth shut, right?
What is it you're
I mostly supply them with food. And for that, they give me the finest rum.
What do you know about the pirates?
They live in a remote part of the island of Khorinis. It can only be reached with a cog or some other... The citizens of Khorinis fear them, quite rightly so. For they're nothing but a... Still, if you ask me, they're nowhere near as bad as...
les bandits.
That was all.
Qu'est-ce que ça m'a fait avancer dans une commerce pirate, ouais. Il me semblait qu'il y avait un garde ou quelque chose comme ça là.
Hey, hey, not so fast.
De la ville.
From the city.
Well, well. Then what are you...
Qu'est-ce qui...
What's so dangerous?
Many things. For one thing, there's the bandits. They'd polish off a little... If the bandits don't catch you, then the wild animals... So, first get... I bet you'll be yelling...
Ok, allez.
Just as I am merely a humble servant of the king, and would not enjoy fleecing. But you know, if you put it like that, I wouldn't. 10 gold coins should do for starters.
I'll think about it.
Suit yourself.
Je veux pas aller vers le phare. Alors, petit feu, j'irai vers le phare plus tard. Ah, il me semblait qu'il y avait un policeman quelque part. Ici, ouais, là il y en a un. Ouais, lui il picole.
Hey, you! Wait a minute. Show.
Ouais, il a des trucs sympas lui, mais bon, j'ai pas les thunes. Bon, on fait le récap. Il me manque 800 points. Passer au niveau 3. J'ai encore 5 points d'apprentissage, donc je peux apprendre quelque chose. Soit j'augmente la force, dextérité ou le mana. Mais je voulais apprendre à dépecer les animaux parce que c'est beaucoup plus utile et puis au moins je peux vendre les trucs. Ou alors ça peut servir dans des potions. Bon. Ce que je vais faire, c'est qu'on va sauvegarder puis on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Il y a encore beaucoup de quêtes. Pas encore une mission échouée, bon, il y a à peine de commencer. Maintenant, il y a vraiment beaucoup de quêtes. Donc on commencera à les faire tranquillou la fois prochaine. On va sauvegarder rapidement, on va sauvegarder normalement. Et je vous dis Au revoir et à bientôt pour une nouvelle aventure sur Gothic. Avec le héros sans nom. Allez, des bisous.